What's the quote Napoleon Hill is famous for? Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's our thought to systems building. If you can think it and describe it and record it, the VP can take that and do a draft. Even if it's a crappy first draft like this video right here, it's a draft of the system that then you get to take a look at, give some feedback on. You can implement as is, you can make a small tweak, and then you can implement it, or you can scrap it and try something else. TDR is what we call it. Think it, describe it, record it. TDRs fall into two basic categories. The first is, I've just got this big thought and I needed to get it out of my head somehow, share it, fire up Zoom, share your screen, talk it through. Even if it's a process that you're already used to working with in your business, go ahead and just describe it as you're doing the work. The virtual professional can pull a lot of information out of that. That's the first way to use the TDR. The second way to use the TDR is once we've got something done, then this is our way of actually giving the virtual professional some great feedback for how can they fine tune it. So you could take their video of what they may have created in draft one or version one of an SOP, and you could be talking through and actually saying, oh, well, see here, stop. What we should do is, and using your mouse, highlight it that way. The virtual professional is going to pick a lot of that stuff up and be able to fine tune the systems for you. Well, now it's time to build some systems. Aren't you excited? But before we get started, there's three different kind of learners, right? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. We're going to build three different systems so that no matter who is actually using this system, there's a way that really communicates with them quickly and easily so that they get the system. Now that we've got our library already set up, we know where different standard operating procedures are going to go. We know how our client folders are organized. We've figured out a way of getting the information out of our head or out of our muscle memory onto video so that the virtual professional can start putting this to paper. Now it's time to build. We like to say this is fab your SOP, and let's fabricate that standard operating procedure. There's three basic things that you need to do when you fab an SOP. First thing we're going to do is create the standard operating procedure with, in a written form with screenshots. Remember when you did that TDR, you went through the process and you actually described everything that was happening on the screen? Your virtual professional is able to go and take screenshots of that and put it into a document with the descriptions so that it's really easy to read. The second thing we need to do with a standard operating procedure is have the virtual professional, or you, if you choose, I like to have my VPs do it, to do a video where they're actually explaining this is how I do this particular task, whether it's fill out a lead sheet or reconcile credit card receipts, anything like that. And then the third part is a checklist. Some people don't want to do a bunch of reading, and they certainly don't want to sit through a video. They just want a quick checklist. Do this, look at that, don't forget that, tunk, 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 they're done. So we're going to give them a checklist. So we've got a written description with screenshots, we've got the video, we've got the checklist, and all of these are named the exact same way, only with a slight different bit so that we know whether that's the written one, the video, or the checklist. And with that, now we've created the communication framework for how you can deal with your virtual professional to help them create some freedom and balance in your life. And we did it relatively painlessly. In just a few minutes, here's a quick overview of everything that we're accomplishing in the framework. If there's anything that you'd want to dive deeper into, you can go back and take a look at, but at least we've given you the first draft, the rough draft, the preview, the trailer, as you were, of the videos and of the sections that are coming. Enjoy, take care.